Hello again, folks. Welcome back to Max's Cards and Dice Dugout. This is episode 48, and we're returning to the Sports Illustrated title bout minigame, which was featured in Avalon Hill's Sports Sim magazine All-Star Replay. Today we're going to conduct bout number 51, but before we do that, let's take a look at the results from bouts 41 to 50. Bout 41, which was featured on this channel, had Robert Fitzsimmons defeat Henry Cooper in a unanimous decision. 42, Riddick Bout defeated Archie Moore in a split decision. 43, Harry Wills defeated Robert Fitzsimmons with a KO in the 8th. 44, Joe Jackson, defeated Jack Sharkey, the Boston Gob, with a TKO in the 9th. And 45, Joe Johnson. I'm wrong there. 44, it was Peter Jackson defeating Jack Sharkey. In 45, Joe Johnson defeated Teofilo Stevenson with a TKO in the 6th. In bout 46, Jack Dempsey defeated Harry Wills with a KO in the 5th. Then Joe Johnson defeated Riddick Bowe in number 47. That was a TKO in the 6th. In bout 48, Joe Lewis defeated Jersey Joe Walcott. That was a TKO in the 5th. Bout 49, Muhammad Ali defeated Leotis Martin. That was also a TKO in the 5th. And in bout 50, Ali made very short order of Jose Roman, or Roman, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. That was a TKO in the first round. So there are 14 fighters remaining as this tournament starts to wind down. And today we're going to be conducting fight number 51. And as you can see, my stack of cards is getting very small. There's only 14 fighters left. I usually give them a shuffle and a cut. Although it's getting hard to shuffle these cards since there's so few. So fighter A is going to be Peter Jackson, Peter the Great, from the Dutch West Indies. And he will be taking on Evander Holyfield, the real deal. Okay, so I got to get these cards where you can see both of them. I hope that works. Okay, I think we're good there. So we'll write the fighters' names in. That's Jackson. He's fighter A. Holyfield is fighter B. Peter Jackson has a 20 base point value. Evander Holyfield 17. That's a difference of 3. So Peter Jackson would need 44 points differential to score a TKO, and Evander Holyfield would need 56. Okay, so the highest rated fighter goes first always, and that in this case is Peter Jackson. The bell rings and we're out for round 1. Jackson rolls a 9. That's a power check. His power is a C. He rolls an 8. And I'm not sure if you can see the chart here. Have to move it over a little bit. Okay, Jackson's power is a C. He rolls an 8. There is potential for a knockdown. Evander Holyfield's knockdown rating is an I, and he rolls a 4, which is a 10-point value. That gets added to his base points, and Jackson scores 30 in round 1. Now Evander Holyfield. Holyfield rolls a 9, which is also a power check. His power is C. We check the power chart. He rolls a 7. This is also a potential for a knockdown. Peter Jackson's knockdown rating is a J, so we're looking at J column over here. And he rolls a 7, and that is a 6-point addition. So Holyfield scores 23 points. That's a +7 differential. Jackson wins round 1 with that +7 differential. Okay, round 2. Peter Jackson goes first again, and he rolls a 10. The 10 is a column B check. He rolls a 4, and a 4 is -5. Tough round for Jackson. So he only scores 15 in round 2, half of what he scored in the first round. Here's Evander Holyfield. He rolls a 9. 9 is another power check. He's a C-rated power fighter. He rolls a 5, potential for a knockdown. Peter Jackson, knockdown rating is a J, and he rolls a 4, and that is a 9-point differential. And Holyfield wins that round with a +11 differential. He wins the round and now has an overall differential of +4. Round 3, Peter Jackson rolls a 9. That is a power check. His power rating is a C, and he rolls an 11. And that's an extra 9 points for Peter Jackson. He scores 29 in round 3. Here's Evander Holyfield. Rolls a 9. It's also a power check. His power rating is C, and an 8 is potential for a knockdown. Peter Jackson's knockdown rating is a J, and Holyfield rolls a 7 for a +6. And that gives him 23 for the round. Peter Jackson wins the round by 6 points and now has a +2 overall differential as we head to round 4. Peter Jackson rolls an 8. An 8 is a defensive check. Evander Holyfield's defense, and I see his card has gone off screen on me. Apologize for that. But Evander Holyfield's defense is a +2. So we add 2 points to Jackson's score for a total of 22 in round 4. And here's Holyfield. Holyfield rolls a 3, and that is a dice result. And he rolls a 9. So he scores 9 points in round 4. So I mark that as a 9D, just to remind myself that he only scores the 9 points, that we don't total them up. That gives Jackson a +13 for that round. He wins the round and is now +15 in the overall point differential as we head to round 5. Peter Jackson rolls a 10. 10 is a column B check, which usually isn't very good. But fortunately for him, he rolls a 12, and that's no change. So he at least scores his base point value in round 5. Here's Evander Holyfield. He rolls a 5, which is a defense. Peter Jackson's defense is a -5, which puts Holyfield at a 12 in round 5. Jackson wins the round again with 8 extra points and is now up in point differential by 23. Going to round 6. Peter Jackson rolls an 11. That's a dice result. He rolls an 11 on that. So Jackson only scores 11 points in round 6. Here's Evander Holyfield. Holyfield rolls a 6. That's a power check. His power rating is a C, and rolls an 8 with potential for a knockdown. Jackson's knockdown rating is J. Holyfield rolls a 5 for 8 points and has a pretty good round, scoring a total of 25, winning the round with a 14-point differential. So Holyfield wins the round, but Jackson is still up in the total differential by 9 points. And we go to round 7. There's Peter Jackson. He rolls a 7. That's no change. So he scores 20 points again. And here's Holyfield. He rolls a 10. 10 is a column B, which is usually a bad result. He rolls an 8, and that's -2. Which takes him down to a 15. Jackson wins the round with a +5 points and increases his points differential to 14. And we head to round 8. Peter Jackson rolls a 9. 9 is a power check. His power is C. He rolls a 3. That's potential for a knockdown. Evander Holyfield's knockdown rating is an I. And we roll an 11. That's plus 3. So Jackson scores an extra 3 points for a total of 23 in round 8. Here's Evander Holyfield. He rolls a 4. That's a column A check. Those are all positive values. But he rolls a 7 and gets no change. Only scores 17. Jackson wins another round with another 6 points, and that takes him up to a 20-point differential. Highly unlikely that there will be a TKO at this point. But Holyfield needs to win these last 2 rounds. All right, round 9, Peter Jackson will go first. That's a 7. That's no change. So Jackson scores 20 in round 9. Holyfield rolls a 6. 6 is a power check. His power is a C. He rolls a 6. His potential for a knockdown. Jackson's knockdown rating is a J. The only way he gets knocked down is snake eyes. But we roll a 9, and that's an extra 4 points for Holyfield, giving him 21, and he wins that round. But Peter Jackson is still up total differential by 19 points. All right, here we go. Final round. Peter Jackson rolls a 7 for no change. He's had quite a few of those in this bout. He scores 20 in round 10. Holyfield needs a miracle. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure if it's even mathematically possible, but he rolls a 6. That's a power check. He's a power C fighter. He rolls an 11. That's 9 points. Enough to give him the round with a total of 26. And that's a plus 6 for him. So Holyfield does win that round. And those 6 points reduce Peter Jackson's point differential down to a 13. But the first resolver in this title bout mini game is whoever wins the most rounds wins the bout. So let's count Jackson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Peter Jackson's going to win that. He wins 6 rounds to Holyfield's 4. So Jackson wins that fight. When you win by having the most rounds, you win in a unanimous decision. Had they been tied, we would go to the points, and then whoever had the most points, that would be a split decision victory. So there you have bout number 51, Peter Jackson. He goes back into the remaining fighter pile. We're down to 13 now. And Holyfield in his first fight, hard fought. He made it the distance, but was, in the end, no match for Peter Jackson. So he'll head back home and heal up and maybe take part in another tournament down the road. So that's going to do it for this episode of Max's Cards and Dice Dugout. Thanks for stopping by, and until next time, take care.